back. President Trump unveiling the Trump accounts at a D.C. summit yesterday, detailing how they'll benefit newborn Americans and secure their financial future. The tax-free accounts puts $1,000 into an investment account for all American children born between 2025 and 2028. At least 25 million families are eligible. This after the president kicked off his midterm campaign season in Iowa this week, warning all progress made on the economy and the board could be reversed if Democrats take control in November. Joining me now is Texas Congressman Roger Williams. He's the chairman of the House Small Business Committee. Mr. Chairman, good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. A lot to get to this morning, but let me start off right there. How are you feeling about the midterm elections?
I feel really good about it. I mean, I think that we've got, I think President Trump the other day kind of set the tone. But I think we, as Republicans, got to remind people what we've done. I think we've got to be retail salespeople. We've got to sell the message, and the message is we've made tax cuts permanent, cut regulations for banks on the small businesses. 100% expensing is a huge deal to businesses. We've saved family farms by raising the threshold of the inheritance tax from 15 to 30 million. Those kind of things we need to talk about and not be taken down a dirt road that actually takes away from what President Trump and we all have done to make this economy good and ready to explode, quite frankly.
Congressman, one of the biggest things that happened last year was the Big Beautiful Bill. How do you think that's going to impact into small business investing this year?
Well, it's going to make a huge impact on it. I mean, whether you're big or small, I mentioned 100% expensing. That's a huge deal where you can buy equipment and write it off immediately rather than having to depreciate it over a period of time. Banks now, community banks, now they can make loans that they haven't made in the past for payroll or to keep a business open because they had so many regulations. It was cheaper to not make the loan than make the loan. We're seeing it all over the country. Main Street's excited about what's out there. And I think I've been in business 57 years, still own a small business. I think we're looking at one of the best years in many, many years because it turns it back over to the investor, it turns it back over to the entrepreneur, the risk taker, and that's what America's about.
So why all the propaganda then about worries about the president's agenda and the midterm elections? I mean, the backdrop feels pretty good in the economy, and certainly we're expecting to see an even bigger impact from the Big Beautiful Bill in the coming months.
Well, the first quarter is going to be fantastic. I mean, the people are going to get tax money back they maybe hadn't even thought about, maybe larger than they've ever seen before. There's going to be a lot of cash flow put in the system. The fact that we have lower rates now, we're talking about lower rates, all that does is let people put more opportunity, more money in their business and get principal payments out and reduce their debt. So I think we're on a great track. And the people that want to say, well, we're not heading in that direction, this and that, they're wrong. I mean, small business, I will tell you, is concerned about what they see in Minneapolis and around. I mean, they don't want that coming to their hometown. They don't want to live in a place where law enforcement is not supported, which affects small businesses. I mean, think of those businesses in Minneapolis right now that can't open because of what's going on. It hurts.
Confidence in small business seems strong entering the new year. According to Cash Flow Trend from On Deck Financing, 94% of small business owners projecting growth. What are they worried about, Congressman? You're the chairman of the House Small Business Committee. What are the main worries there from your constituents in the small business community?
Well, I think the main worry is that we try to insert more government into the private sector, which we're not going to do with President Trump. And like I said, they see all this activity, all these people marching the streets and so forth. They worry about that because it does affect their business. But I'm telling you, less government's the best government. President Trump understands that. And the fact that we've made tax cuts permanent, for example, is a huge deal because now people can actually make money and find out what they're going to pay, allow for their taxes. And it frees the whole market up, you know, and the fact of the matter is it gets back to risk and reward, what built this country. And now you can truly take risk and get a reward, and you can see it early.
All right, we will leave it there. Congressman, great to have you this morning. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Governor.
Roger Williams joining us.